Hello and welcome back to Fortnite Game Time episode 41, our Fortnite series where we go through and explain our thoughts. That's how we navigate the game, how we get these dubs. So here we're starting off at the Queen. Now we've already got a Ranger gun. We hired the Black Ranger. The Ranger gun is very good at taking out the Queens. Um, Pretty efficient, so we have to use that in combination with our Bug Blaster, of course our teammates. Taking her out as well. We're able to get this pretty quick. So we grab the Mythic, of course, and we're not too worried about those slurps, those ulti heals. Let our teammates grab those. Okay, we got a bot here. You tell us a bot based by the way they're pathing. So that's why I kind of just charge them in general. I wouldn't just charge a real player like that necessarily. Try to use cover a bit better, but we could tell that was a bot, so we just kind of got rid of them. One of the reasons we prioritize getting to A so badly is one, to get these boons. Of course, the A boon is helpful. Two, for me, I want shockwaves, so I can get 6 shockwaves if all 3 of us find our crates. And then finally, we want to get over here to this bunker. So we're able to find the A bunker, which was right beside the Queen we took out, which was convenient. And we're going to hit that bunker. Of course, as my teammates are transitioning over here, I'm trying to make sure we don't get jumped. Reload the guns, looking around. I believe Asmodeus called out a enemy as he was bouncing by, so we're going to re-engage on that. Somehow I miss absolutely everything. The Carnage takes him out, so it's fine. So we're able to slide into here, slide in the bunker. Now the thing about the bunkers is when you open it, it makes this loud sound, right? So a lot of people, even if they're not level A, they'll know where the bunker is. So we got to get in and get out. It's one of my main things about getting the bunker. We definitely want the loot. You got to get in and get out. And as Asmodeus is actually outside, you'll notice he's cracked, he's damaged. He was watching, kind of keeping an eye out, and kind of got beamed down a little bit. They're charging us, so footsteps there. We're going to slide down. And this person seems to be isolated alone. We know at least one of them is across the bridge, so I'm going to engage this guy. There's too many shots here. This guy should be dead, but I have to reload now. They get away with maybe 30 HP. And we got a shock away from this guy. I know this guy's lost in sauce. He sees 5 different people. We got at least 2 rangers in front of him. He didn't know who to shoot. So we just shock out, shock back in, take him out. And now the one that ran from us comes back up the hill. He probably should have just kept running. So all he got back was overshield. So he dies basically immediately. And then there's one more. Takes him out. Send them boys back to the lobby screen. That was just great teamwork. None of us went down. Just good comms, calling each other, or calling them out. Good stuff. So we're gonna do a quick reset. Carnage was on that perp. He got that perp for us, so we got this purple bug blaster now. Asmodeus able to get that purple hollow. We gotta dance on him for it. No. And yeah, we're gonna keep it moving because we're right here by the storm. We don't want to get caught out. All right, so now we've transitioned into the middle of the map a little bit. We noticed the Megazord's pretty close. I'm not a fan of fighting the Megazord. I like the boon. I love the medallion, but it's very easy to get deleted by the Megazord with the homing missiles. However, considering how low it is, we could just shoot it up and try to get it out of here. So we're putting the beams on them. That homing missile is coming at us. We see it. Oh Lord, the shot hits us, but as you see, they're basically dead. We're gonna try to take this thing out. Another homing missile coming at us. I think that one hit Carnage, so we're good. And now we've deleted it, so now the people are coming out. Check out how we engage this. So we see them falling out of the sky. I immediately look up. We got 2 going left, 1 going right. You know we're going to the right. We want this 1v1. And I don't know if they just don't see those purple blasts. I don't know. But this guy, he does not know I exist until I'm on him. Which is great because I missed like 3 shots coming in. But we're still able to eliminate it. And this is kind of my role on the team. This is how I fight, this is how I play, but in doing so, we get an advantage, right? Now the two teammates roll in, the two that went to the left, they got a car, but they're fighting a 2v3, right? And now that one's dead, so now it's 1v3. So just by the aggressive nature of me, you know, jumping in and deleting that first person without them really being able to fight me back, we're putting in an advantageous situation. So now it's a 1v3, and this person, you know, rightfully so, is not trying to fight us. There's explosions, there's rangers everywhere. It's just too much going on. We're shooting bug blasters, Black Ranger throwing grenades, Asmodeus shooting rockets. We got a lot going on. So Asmodeus calls out that this person's trying to res the car, and so I'm keeping up the chase. We see another car coming up the hill. But of course, I want to stay. I don't want that red car going to the right. I want to keep on this black car because we know that's the last person on the team, and there's only one there. So, keeping up the chase here. Trying to line up this bug blast. Shoot it just a little bit ahead of them. And I'm putting the beams on, trying to pop a tire so I can continue chasing. But as Asmodeus says, hey, I got more rockets, which kind of reels me back in, you know, lets me realize, oh, I'm split from the team. This is something that kind of gets us caught up in the end game sometimes. I can be very aggressive. My teammates, you know, they might be trying to heal their car and they might go off and, you know, heal something or something like that. But staying together in the end game, especially in like trios and squads, is so important because people can get picked off really easy. There's so many enemies. So we regroup, we reset. Instead of me chasing that guy down, you know, he may go res his teammates, but I make sure I don't put myself in a bad position by coming back to my teammates. They don't have to fight a potential 2v3. And like I said, I can get these rockets to Asmodeus. That's what he asked for. I only have 3, but at least it's something. So just being mindful of, you know, we won that fight. You know, we can reset now. We don't need to, you know, do anything crazy. We see the reboot. That's probably the people we just killed, but gotta let it go. There might be another team who can fight them. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We need to keep ourselves alive, put ourselves in the best position. So now, we were in a good position, but the storm has moved. And I'm going to notice that here in a moment. I'm not quite sure why I'm looting or like what I'm looking for per se. But we do get enough fizz. And now at this point, I'm like, oh yeah, we need to move. We're not in a good position, so we need to move inside. But then our comms break. So we get kicked out of the party. And I'm trying to reconnect us. So I'm going to get us some fizzy, and then I'm going to jump in this bush. And try to get the party reestablished. So from here on, there will be some potentially questionable decisions on my part. It's because I'm trying to get the party reconnected. So here, trying to get the party reconnected, sending them the invites. Carnage busts our bush because what we need to hide for. He said, get up out here in the open. So we look at the ranges, y'all. We got a squad of 6. Yup, pink ranger, yellow ranger, black ranger. It's 6v3. So anyway, still trying to get the party reconnected. They joined and then got kicked or something. It's the Xbox party was messing with us. So now at this point, we're running from the storm, and this is essentially what we want to avoid. I call this being in transition, and so we have to move. Right? It's not an option. It's not like, you know, sometimes the storm is moving and you can still stay where you are. Like you pull zone, so you don't have to move. In this case, we have to move. So I call this being in transition. We have no choice but to move. And as you see, as we're transitioning up, there's a person right here. Fortunately, I'm able to, you know, outmaneuver them. They probably weren't expecting people to be coming from the storm side. But there's a fight going on here. Like, it's really chaotic. This is what can happen when you're caught in transition. And this is why I like to be ahead of the storm. I like to move into certain positions prior to the storm moving, so we're not caught into this. Because now you see, I think my teammates are right behind me. I think they're caught up in this fight. And they're over to the side. If you look at the map, they've both gotten out of the storm, but they're not near me. But I don't know that, right? Our comms are broken. We can't even hear each other. And so I'm just trying to do what's best to stay alive, but also to fight to keep my teammates alive. Carnage is able to hop in a car, which is great because as you see, Pillbug rolls up on me. I'm able to confirm this kill. Carnage always had my back. That dude hit me, but watch the kill feed. Watch the kill feed. Carnage gave homie a little push. Every present Eagles fan hit him with the tush push and some fall damage. So I'm able to get back up here, right? Reposition. I killed one, he kills one. We got one more. And of course, they're not worried about me. They got to kill that car. So get them out of here. Great teamwork. Great fight. Now we're going to try to reset. And this is the other reason why we don't necessarily want to fight from transitions, because what if another team jumps us now? We have to reset, right? But another team could just land on us, you know. So in general, that's why we play. We like to get into position. We like to be where, you know, the storm can't necessarily push us, so that we can make more calculated decisions rather than just navigating the chaos. But we do it well there. We navigate the chaos. I'll sometimes say control the chaos. I think navigating the chaos is a better analogy, because you can't always control things. You know, things just happen, but you got to find ways to maneuver and ways to make the best decisions to navigate that chaotic environment. All right, great job there. So now I marked the map again where we can go. Again, comms still broken. We cannot speak to each other. We're just making the best place we can, essentially. So I'm gonna grab this pill bug. Carnage was, you know, there to give me a ride, but I don't want to get caught in the car if they're blowing it up. So I want a separate movement. So I grab a pill bug. Black Ranger dies. He ran in the storm with me, just like a comrade. Okay, so now they take out the team up there takes up last person, so it's 3v3. And notice where I mark. When I mark in these late game areas, I'm always gonna mark deep in the storm. And the idea is, once if we follow the storm rather than the storm following us, then when we push into that area, they cannot be there, right? We know that they're to our left rather than to our right, just because of how the storm is set up. And so once the storm opens, that's our safe area. So we're engaging them to our left, and we know our safe area is to our right. Putting the beams on these guys, he's going to shoot an orbital at me. So now I got to find safe area, get out of there. And I have to use my last shock, unfortunately. Good thing, though, Asmodeus also returned fires with our own orbital, so that forces them to move and gives me an opportunity to put some more beams on them. Yup. And that's I think the best way to use the orbitals. Can do damage, of course, but a lot of people will shock. Most people have hammers. They can get out of it. We like to use it to force them out of a position and then do more damage from there. Carnage gets a little caught up here. His car didn't have much health. When he pushes them on rocks like that, it does kind of make them move, which can let us get damage. But probably would have been better to stay with us, just because his car was so low. Just stay with us and see what we can do. But in any case, we're getting good damage. We lost Carnage, but we've gotten a lot of good. Check these beams, man. We got a lot of good damage on these guys, as Modius and I have, due to it. So now we need to move. Storm's gonna push us. This guy gets on top of the rock. That was not a good decision. Asmodeus and I beam him down. Asmodeus gets the kill. That one run up the hill. Check the beams, man. Alright, so they're two down, but then he snipes Asmodeus, and now we're two down. It's a 1v1, but you already know we can take them out. Check the beams on them. High ground don't matter. Straight them bullets, we got the dub. So you already know I appreciate you if you watch this far. Please do make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out here vibing on them all every day, all the time. That was a great fight. Controlling the chaos or navigating the chaos, like we said. So again, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.